purposeful souls. Welcome back to Elizabeth Magical Garden. I'm Elizabeth, and I have a question for you today. What if I told you the secret to living a full, prosperous life isn't about having more time, but realizing how little time you might actually have? Seriously. What if today was your last day? Would you still be holding back, playing small, waiting for some day? I don't think so. Let's talk about it. So this has been on my mind for quite some time. It's something I think that is safe to say for all of us, that once you hit a certain age, you do start to reflect. You start to think about what ifs. And not that I've been stuck on this particular topic, but with the current events that has been going on in the world, it has definitely piqued an interest, this particular topic, because I asked myself, would things continue being the same if this was the last day? Many are living in hopelessness all over the world. People are feeling hopeless. The economy is uncertain. Life is throwing curveballs after curveballs. Dreams feel distant. Joy feels like a luxury they can't afford. But here's the truth that changes everything. What if you were presented with the fact that your days were numbered? That you had to make hard choices right now. Now, before I get into it, this is a blog post that I wrote on my blog at Elizabeth Magical Garden. To read the whole article, be sure to check out the website. When tomorrow isn't guaranteed, excuse me, I'm getting choked up just thinking about it. When tomorrow isn't guaranteed, today becomes scary. The science behind the shift I would like to discuss. Study shows that when people are faced with hard life or death situations, they're more likely to make sick choices, bold, courageous, unapologetic decisions about their lives. I'm going to repeat that. Bold, courageous, unapologetic decisions about their lives. Why? Because fear is no longer the issue. Having fun, living fully, and making most of every moment becomes the main objective. The more people start to realize that life is precious, the more they start to live life on purpose. Psalms 90:12 in the NIV version says, "Teach us to number our days, that we may gain a heart of wisdom." God Himself tells us to number our days, not to live in fear, but to live with intention, with wisdom, and with purpose. This is something that has been lost over the course of time with ambition, all the things that we want out of life. And we have, including myself, have been weaved off the path. And I know for myself, it wasn't until I started doing deep reflection and really dialing back and peeling back the onions to realize that most of the things that we make an issue about or take so seriously, if you had to be confronted with this is it, this is the last day, it wouldn't even be a thought, right? So when do people wake up? You can always see when people start to move forward in life. It's usually after something big happens, as I just mentioned. Maybe it's the loss of a partner, a parent, maybe. The kids are all off to college, maybe. They just started a new job, maybe. They survived a health a health scare. That's usually the one. Something shifted, something woke them up, and suddenly they stopped waiting and started living. This is not to put or pour fear in your heart, but this is to wake you up, guys. Especially now that we are in our mid 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. This is not the time to allow yourself to live in the past, live in fear, right? Putting all these things on your plate as if you have time into oblivion, right? Yes, you may live another 50, 100. We don't know. With the way things are going, who knows? But the thing is, everybody is going out the same door, right? So living life on purpose, living life with meaning is something to always gear towards. You don't have to wait for a crisis to start living like your life matters. You can choose that today. The truth about life's ups and downs. Basically, life has its ups and downs. That's a given. But here's what I want you to hear. There's always room for improvement. You can always start over. You always have the opportunity to start fresh and create a life filled with joy and peace. Why, you may ask? Because you are powerful and wonderfully made by the hands of God. In Psalms 139:14 in the NIV version, I praise you because I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. Right? You are not an accident. You are not a mistake. You are not to be broken. Right? You are here on purpose. It's not too late or too far. You're not too far gone. You are the masterpiece crafted by the creator of the universe. And that means you have everything you need within you to rise again. So what if today was your last? Imagine waking up tomorrow and realizing that this is it. This could be the last day. This is the last day. Would you spend it worried about what people think? Would you stay worrying about what people think? Waste it scrolling through social media? Hold back from saying I love you? Put off your dreams for another day? Or would you tell the people you love how much they mean to you? Go after that dream you've been too scared to pursue. Forgive the person who hurt you. And finally, choose you, your peace, your joy, your purpose. Live today like it's your only day, because one day it will be. And this is not something to be afraid of, right? Because coming home and being back with the Creator has always been the mission, right? But while you're here, while you can still make your mark, do it. In James 4:14 in the NIV version, why you do not even know what will happen tomorrow? What is your life? You are a mist that appears for a little while and then vanishes. This is the truth, guys. After your grandkids, if you have any, after a certain amount of decades, will your name even exist? Who knows? But one could really say no if you never take the chance to leave your mark, if you never take the chance to do something courageous, if you never take the chance to move forward, even when everything is telling you not to. Because why? Because life is precious. Because why? Your ability to make a difference in somebody's life in this world means everything. And yes, you may be saying, well, it's just me. What can I possibly do? What changes can I possibly make? Well, I'm going to say this. The other day I was out just strolling, doing a couple of things, a couple of errands, and I smiled at everyone I was doing business with. I mean, cheesing. And what I noticed was not only did they have a hankering to do even more for me, give me more, give me free things that I would have had to pay for. For instance, it was a store that just recently opened in my neighborhood, and I was paying for some things, and I congratulated them. I said, congratulations on your new store, and congratulations on opening the store. And I had such a smile because I was happy. This is something great in the community. It's a new business, which is always celebrated. And you know how you have to always pay for that? You know, we pay for bags now. And she asked me, she said, the lady asked me, would you like a bag? And it was not a big item that I was paying for. So I told her, I said, no, I'm good. I was just going to, put it in my bag. It was big enough. And she gave me a free bag. Now, you might be saying it's just a bag, but it's what she said. I said, oh, thanks. She said, I'm giving you a bag. And I said, thank you. She said, you deserve it. Just like that. And I said, well, thank you. And I truly believe it was because of my attitude. It was because of my cheers, because of how I poured into her, right? As she was giving me a service. And this is what I mean when you are able to do and make a difference, guys, right? Life is short. It's a vapor. It's a mist. Here one moment, gone the next. But that's not meant to make you afraid. It's meant to wake you up. So I challenge you. And here's the challenge. Make this life your playing field. So the next time life seems to be a bit overwhelming, remember this. You are presented with a challenge. And that challenge is to make this life your playing field where you win big. Not by being perfect, not by having it all figured out, but by showing up, by choosing courage over fear, and by living like every day is a gift. Ephesians 5:15-16 in the NIV version. Be very careful then how you live, not as unwise, but as wise, making the most of every opportunity because the days are evil. Make the moment of every opportunity, guys. Don't waste another day living small, playing it safe, or waiting for permission. You are powerful. You are loved. You are called. And your time is now. Finally, start fresh today. You don't need a tragedy to give you permission to start over. You don't need to wait until you figured it all out. Okay. You know how we like to do that. We like to make sure everything we can hear something, right? We can hear something so powerful that is full of change, full of life. And then we say, you know what? Let me just finish doing this. And you know what? She's right. Those words are powerful. So what I'm going to do next week, right? I'm going to start implementing those things. No, we're not doing that. We're starting today. We're starting exactly at this moment, at this time. And you might be saying, well, what can I do? The day has already started or the day is already ended. You can pray. You can meditate. You could write in your journal, giving thanks, asking for direction, right? So you can show up in your higher self. So you can show up in a way that is fruitful for not only yourself, but all those around you, guys. Everyone around you. You could start fresh right now, today, this moment. In Lamentations 3:22 through 23 in the NIV version says, because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for his compassion never fail. They are new every morning. Great as your faithfulness, God's mercy are now forever in every day. I feel like I'm getting emotional, guys. Let me just go back. God's mercy are now are new every morning. Excuse me. God's mercy are new every morning. It is even for me. I relish in that thought, just like, because we do mess up, right? We do mess up. We do make mistakes. We don't always show up in our best light, and that's okay. I like to sing hymns in the morning. I like to make them up. And I remember saying that, praising God for loving me in my ugly, in my smelly. Yeah. Loving me in my mistakes, loving me when I show up good, and loving me when I show up bad. Just loving me. How beautiful that is. How beautiful to know that the Creator God loves you, right? Because let's just face it, everyone that we have a relationship with or some type of encounter. Human beings always have a cap, right? I love you up until this, or I'm only proud of you until you do this, or if you mess up, there's a frown, right? There is a judgment call. There is a disconnect, right? But that's not the fact with the Creator God. That's why having faith and focusing on His love, focusing on the Creator God's love is so beautiful, because it heals you. It does something to you, because we all need love. We all want to know that we are accepted for who we are, no matter what. So remember, His mercies are new every morning. That means today is a brand new opportunity to create a life filled with joy, peace, and purpose. How delicious is that? So what are you waiting for, guys? What are you waiting for? Your life is precious. Your time is limited. So live it like you mean it. Speak this over your life today. I will not waste another day living in fear. I will not wait for the perfect moment. I am powerful. I am loved. And I am here for a reason. Today, I choose to live on purpose with joy, with peace, and with courage, to make this life my playing field where I win big. Guys, that is gorgeous. And so are you. Guys, be sure to look down below, hit the notes, head on over to the YouTube channel for this podcast, which is Elizabeth Magical Garden Podcast. I would love to have you on that community as well. And you also can see us go live, because we're going live every single Wednesdays. So if you want to catch up, so to speak, with these episodes, head on over, subscribe. Do that. Oh, and as well as sign up to my email list. Sign up to the email list where I have been telling you some goodies are coming along the way. You know, your girl is a one woman show, but she's doing it. And you are too, guys. Guys, stay in love. Stay in peace. And stay empowered. Peace. Hey guys, leave a comment, a review, preferably 5 stars. And don't forget to check me out on Instagram, because what is popping over there. And also check out my YouTube channel.